Ashley Forley of Ashley Horse Training. I'm a Happy Horse, Happy Life instructor and mentor. I'm here today with my student Jess and her horse Liberty, and we're going to show you today how to teach your horse to load into a trailer and to stay in the trailer with confidence. So the first thing that she needs to be able to do is to put one foot in the trailer, put his nose on the trailer, all those things I talked about in the last video. Put 2 feet in the trailer, get all 4 feet in the trailer, have him touch the back of the trailer with his nose. Once he's really good with that, then she needs to assess, can he just stand in there confidently? If your horse can't just stand in the trailer with the door open and relax, then you shouldn't be closing any butt bars or dividers. The goal here is to teach the horse that the trailer is not a trap and that it's a nice place to stand and relax. So we're going to show you that today. Jess is going to do it, and I'll coach her through that. Okay, Jess, I'd like you to start and have Liberty put his nose on one side of the trailer, and then when he can do that, have him put his nose on the other side of the trailer with the door. So she's just checking to make sure that he is confident about the trailer. Got a little nervous there, so she's going to retreat back to where he's more comfortable. And then have him put his nose on the door. He's thinking about his foot, so you'll kind of have to be like, not that, this. Yeah, there, good, good boy. And this is where it's all about the communication. It's like, it's great that he's thinking about his feet, but she's asking for the nose. And you don't really want the outside of your trailer beat up either. That was good. So he's much more confident that time, and you could see he understood you were talking about his nose. So Jess, now I'm going to have you put his 2 front feet in the trailer and then back him out. Good. And the backing out is an important piece to teach them it's not a trap. And now put all 4 feet in the trailer, and we'll see how long he can stand and relax. So this is the point, and he can turn around, that's okay. So you can obviously see he was not comfortable to stay in there for whatever reason. And she just allowed him to turn around and come out. This is a nice big trailer that he can do that in. If you have a straight load, they'll have to back out. All the more important to teach them 1 hoof at a time to go in and out. She's just going to do the same thing. And she lets him retreat. And then she's going to repeat. She's not even going to think about closing him in there until he can just stand in there and relax. So she's going back to the 2 feet, and I would say let him relax there and then back him out. Yeah, good job. And then maybe this time have the 2 feet go a little farther and back him out. Good. And then back. Yeah, really nice. So do that one a few times. You can even back him all the way out when you're ready to. And she's just protecting her space there, saying you can't come into me. Yep, and then back. So this is much better. He was getting a little panicky with the turning around. So the backing out is just showing him a more productive way of getting out. So Jess, do that a few times, and then when that feels really confident, then you can allow him to go all the way in, and if he decides to back out, that's okay. That's all right. We'll let him leave. Let's try it again. When he's really confident with the all 4 feet and backing out, then you can just let him go all the way up in there. Very nice. He's licking his lips. It's a good sign of some thinking going on. So whenever you think he's ready, Jess, you can allow him to go up in there, and if he wants to turn around and come out, that's fine. If he does better with you going with him, you can do that too, whatever he feels more confident about. But the biggest thing here is that you're not going to close him in if he doesn't feel comfortable enough just to stay in there. And you guys can see now that she's in there, he's a lot more comfortable. But the issue is when she's trailering him, she can't be back there with him. So it's a good in-between point of teaching him to be confident in there, to kind of be up there with him. But she is going to have to get him to where he's self-confident being in there. Much better. So he obviously derives some confidence from her as the leader, which is awesome. So there's a lot of horses that don't look to their human as the leader at all. The next step would be getting him self-confident, because that's the piece she'll need for when he's actually riding in that trailer. And she could, you know, put him in there and lock him up. He obviously loads, but I guarantee he would be soaking wet with sweat by the time you got to your destination, and he may not load as well the next time. So it's really important that he does not view the trailer as a place he's going to get trapped. She's not going to close him in until he can just be in there relaxed. That was really cool. So he decided to go up in there and munch on a little hay. She does have a hay bag in there. And we've talked about this together before, but she said if he's nervous, he will not eat hay in there. Because in a horse's hierarchy of needs, safety and comfort come way before food. So if a horse doesn't feel safe and they don't feel comfortable, they're not going to eat. This is really good. So now she's going to ask him to go up in there. She just kind of led her lead rope forward a little bit. And he went up in there. He's not comfortable enough to eat. Oh, there he goes. A little bit. So she's not going to start playing with the divider until he'll just go up in there and eat. So Jess, do this a few times until you feel like he's ready to start playing with the divider. If he doesn't get to that point today, that's fine too. Just get to where you're like, oh, his confidence is better than where we started. And for those of you watching this, thinking about and wondering when your horse would be ready to start closing the divider, the answer is when they can just stand in there for an indefinite amount of time without thinking about needing to come out. That's when I would start playing around with closing them in. And then don't just close them in and take off. Close them in, see if they can hang out, unload them, load them back in, close them in for a longer length of time. It's all about preparing your horse to be confident in the trailer, not just teaching your horse to get in the trailer so that you can take off and go where you want to go. You want to set your horse up to be confident so that you can have years of enjoyable trailering. He's deciding to back out there, and that's great. She's just allowing him to and even encouraging it. She doesn't want to make him feel trapped. He's thinking about backing off. That's so cute. You could see he wasn't panicking about that at all. He was just thinking his way through. Just going to ask him to go back in since he stopped at that point. And he's standing right up in there, which is nice, but he wants to come out again. And the idea here is to make the trailer as comfortable of a place as possible. So he actually seems pretty confident to hang out in that spot. He's not so sure he wants to get up against that wall in the back, but he's pretty confident in that spot, which is nice. He's looking behind him. He's got to make sure he's got an out here. As prey animals, they don't want to be trapped. If they're trapped, they're going to get eaten by something. So now she's playing around with his confidence up against that wall in the back. She's asking him to go up there and relax. He's playing around in the shavings. All curiosity, that's good. She's going to allow him to turn around. That was better than the first 2 times he turned around. A little bit on adrenaline though. There, he blew out, licking his lips. What a good boy. And remember, the goal is confidence in there. That was better. Way better. When he left that time, he wasn't panicking about getting out. So why don't you back him out there, and then the next time ask him to go up against the wall in the back and get relaxed in that position, and then back him out from there. So she's asking him this time to go up against the back wall. So this is kind of like in the video I did last week with Paris. It's not about loading him, it's about, can you put your body up against that back wall? And then you're going to retreat and either back him out or let him turn, your choice. He seems very confident with the backing. And after you back him all the way out, just send him up in there again with an intention of, I want you parallel to that wall in the back. So that he's getting more confident in a position where you could eventually close the divider. Because he seems extremely confident in that spot. What a good boy. And you can let him hang out there for a little bit, and then when you're ready, back him out or let him turn around and come out. Your choice. He hears the dog barking and he's like, oh, I think I'm going to back out. And she's just encouraging it there, which is great. And then you're going to do the same thing. So again, it's not about forcing him to go up in that spot, but you're just having this game of like, I want you to touch that wall in the back with your side. Or put your nose on the hay bag. So he's in the parking spot that you asked him to go to, which is awesome, but he's not confident enough to eat. So when we talk about the hierarchy of needs, safety and comfort coming before food, that's telling us he's definitely not ready for us to start closing those dividers. You can see when he retreats to the spot that he's most comfortable in, which is awesome that it's not outside the trailer. A lot of horses will go all the way out. So she's going to ask him back up to that spot where he's parallel to the wall in the back. Really nice. So Jess, I think this is a good spot to end today. It shows how you've worked step by step to get him confident about going up in there, teaching him it's not a trap. Eventually, when he could stand up in that spot super confidently, munching away in the hay bag, not thinking about coming out, for 5, 10, 15 minutes, then I would start playing with the divider. When you go to do the divider, you're not just going to close it and hope for the best. You're going to swing it over, swing it open, swing it over, swing it open. And if at any point he wants to come out, you're going to allow him to come out. So, thank you for participating in this video with me. And next, she's going to show you a little bit of trailer loading inspiration. So now Jess and Elias are going to show you some inspirational trailer loading. This pony years ago would not get in a trailer at all. He would fight and was not confident. She's done some amazing work with him, and he's actually exuberant about getting in the trailer. So we wanted to show you guys that today, just to show you what's possible to do with your horse. So here you go. Go ahead, Jess. He was like, let me in there. So she's created a strong desire for him to want to go in the trailer because that's a place of rest, and she's fed him a lot in there. And you can see sometimes he doesn't even want to come out. It's like, I like it in there. So now she's taken the lead rope off and she's going to send him in while he's loose. What a good pony. Really cool. She still has him loose. He's got a halter on, but no lead rope. And she's going to go up by the truck and send him in from there. What a good boy. Very cool. So this time, she's going to go up even farther by the front tire of the truck and send him while he's loose. She pointed and said, in. Really nice. What a good boy. She gives him a little cookie through the window. He's very food motivated. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll see you soon.